Welcome back into the Rowdy Studios. Steven Levine, Tom Vandervoort, here to talk about everybody's All-American, Dale Earnhardt Jr. I'm just glad somebody else can win the fan vote next year for the All-Star race.
I don't think it's going to happen. Junior is by far the most popular driver in NASCAR.
But he doesn't have to get in on the fan vote now. He gets in because of his win.
He'll still win the fan vote. He'll still win the fan vote.
Well,
no, he'll win it. He won't need to, but he'll still get more votes than someone else.
But we'll never know because they won't announce it.
Because Junior wins everything that's fan vote related.
Junior is the most popular driver by far, and I don't think it's solely because of his last name. I think that might have gotten him a leg up with the fans initially.
Right.
But I think he has done so much over the years to earn his fan base in his own right. Is there a driver that is more emotionally available than Dale Earnhardt Jr. in post-race interviews? It's not. I don't want to say he's transparent because that's got a negative connotation, but he wears his heart on his sleeve, man, and he speaks the truth, and he's open about how he feels about any given issue, and I think that's really endearing.
For a NASCAR driver to really be popular, fans have to feel a personal connection. That's one of the unique things about NASCAR is you don't usually pick a driver because they're from your town, right? You pick the driver because you identify with that driver for some reason. Now, I think you're right. With the tragedy that Dale Earnhardt Jr. had to endure when his father passed away in 2001, a lot of people looked at him and felt a lot of sympathy with Dale Jr. But he's earned that ongoing connection by a couple things. Number one, it's as you say, he has been emotionally available. That's not easy to do when you've got cameras on you all the time without being one of these people who acts out all the time, right?
No,
He's also comes off as very humble, sincerely humble,
and earnest,
aware of his responsibility as someone with that kind of level of attention, but not with a big head because of that. That's not easy.
I'll give you an example.
That's not easy to be that level of celebrity and not walk around like you're better than everybody else. And people really appreciate that because those of us normal folk who aren't celebrities, we walk around in the real world where we don't get special perks. Dale Earnhardt Jr. doesn't act like he deserves any kind of special perks. I think that takes him a long way.
You know, every driver almost after a win thanks their crew chief and tries to give their crew chief some credit. But Dale Jr., the way he talked about Steve Letarte after the Michigan win, how he went on, how he was specific.
Yeah, there's sincerity
there. There is an earnestness about him. And I'm not going to say that other drivers aren't just as earnest, but it is not communicated to the extent that I think Junior's sincerity is.
I agree. I think people are able to connect with this guy. That's the bottom line. You feel a connection. You identify with this person. And to some extent, this individual, NASCAR racing is a team sport, but it's one that behaves like an individual sport. You have to feel a connection with that guy. People feel that with Dale Jr.
I'll tell you another thing about Dale Jr., and I don't want this to come off the wrong way, because Dale Jr. is very thoughtful and very intelligent, yet there is a sort of country quality to the way he expresses himself. You know, you get somebody like Jamie Murray, who I think is a good interview and very thoughtful in his responses.
Or Jamie McMurray.
Well, what did I say?
Jamie Murray.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
There's an erudition there that I don't think Junior has. And so I think that there's, in some ways, you can relate. Some people can relate.
It's just
to
how
him
you
a little
express
bit
yourself.
better.
It's just expressing yourself.
There's a colloquialism,
that people connect to.
There's a colloquialism there, but an intelligence as well, and I think that's a strong combination.
In other words, we love you, Dale Jr.
You're all right. For Tom, I'm Steven.